A very good Sunday afternoon, my people. It's kind of a beautiful day out there, but it's a spring, so it's beautiful. We are going to start with our part one. Part one is our breathing exercise. This breathing exercise is created by Taoists, and part of Taoists, their routine is really they focus on longevity. So they have over the centuries, over the many, many thousands of years, have figured out how to, in a short period of time, can get 3 parts of a human kind of really calm them down and become themselves. First, we say is Tiao. Tiao is make adjustment. Shen, your body. Second, Tiao Xi is really make adjustment to your breathing. Third, Tiao Xin is really make a adjustment to your heart system. So the part one, we focus on breathing, but we also focus on part one and part three as well. So when you stand, I want you to stand like your knees is bent naturally, but imagine your feet as like those eagles, like really hold on to earth and try, like trees, try to get yourself into earth, that you are that stable. And then your leg naturally bend, but in a very, very relaxed way, that you can even feel your meridian line and all of your muscles are breathing. That's how relaxed I want you to be. And then hold your dantian. Dantian, again, is 3 cun. That's cun, below your belly, right? Hold, tuck in. That's your pelvic floor, right? Always tuck this part in. And then your spine, okay? You want to be like a tree. Really feel someone's pulling your back foot up. And you should always stand like that, right? Because when we see a lot of people that they don't know how to, their posture is so bad when they come into clinic, right? No, we want you to be like this, right? Someone's pulling your head and your neck is naturally like this, right? Your spine, make sure your spine can breathe and your legs naturally bend. Your toes, your feet is deeply into the ground. Put your hands up and close your eyes, because when you close your eyes, you are giving a break to your liver. And we'll do 10 times. We'll breathe in deeply as we can from our nose, out from our mouth, okay? But also now people have moved into the professional breathing now. You're breathing through the whole body. I want you to really see all of the meridian lines, all of the pressure points, all of those points are opening up like this little tornadoes, little energy field. We'll do 10 times together. Let's move to part 2 of our teaching. It's 10 energy movements. Traditionally, there's only 8, but we put 2 more just to further strengthen your fascia system. And this movement really is one of the very well designed, because it takes those Taoists so long to generation after generation to put more and more thoughts into it. So this design is really, really well done design, because that really covers this 3 part, right? You make adjustment to your body, and you make adjustment to your breathing, and then you also make adjustment to your heart system, right? It's one of the very well done design. As a diagnostic healing monk, I do designs. This is something I really, really admire, because that just, again, that just covers everything. Interaction between the yin energy and yang energy. Start with your dantian. We're really exercising our liver system, our sanjiao, our triple burner, that is a part of our lymph and fascia system. And we are sending signals to our spine, that is our stem cell part of the system. Remember, this point is called Yunmen, right? That is the opening of your lung point. Now, with a lot of flus and COVID still out there, it's always good to strengthen our lungs and liver and colon and intestines. This movement all about our gut. And it is very important to get the small and large intestines moving. As long as your stomach and spleen, your liver and gallbladder, the pancreas, that's a part of the spleen. This movement is not only that will help with your spine, with your neck, with your lymph system, and also give you a chance to balance your 7 basic emotions. One, again, spine, heart system, intestines, now we move to kidneys, spine, health, into strengthen the tendons, liver health, and gallbladder health. Open your eyes wide. brain health, spine health, and kidney health. And if you have gas, you do this one as well. Now, let's move to the last two, our fascia movements, longevity movements. Really stretch it out. Now we know what to do. Go get some water. When you drink water, what did we say in monastery? We say you chew your water. That means every sip, you drink it so slow as if you're chewing your food. Right? And then we say, drink your food. That means you have to do so many times. It's completely liquid before you swallow. That will really activate your gallbladder to release that golden bile for you, and also get your stomach ready. So the acid will be waiting. Right? Then you swallow it slowly. When you eat, please don't talk. And don't drink water either. You drink before you drink soup, before lunch, or you wait 20 minutes after meal. You let the food really just get that acid, really get into small pieces before released into your small intestine. Now, always remember, drink warm water, 70 ounces, slowly throughout the day. So, there are so many things we can talk about. We have been the past almost 4 years have dealt with this COVID. And a lot of people went through vaccine, boosters, COVID, and now it's still not over. We're still into this whole time of whatever you want to call that. So, but our people, the people who have really been with us for a very long time and went through this 4 years with us, that, well, we must congratulate each other to say, well, every day we do a little bit of exercise and we do movements, we take our herbs, we do our meridian line petting. These investment you put into to strengthen your health has really paid off. So what we will need to continue to do is continue with that. But today, I want to talk a little bit about what we have figured out. So last teaching that we said, well, we have figured out people's blood is really becoming something quite thick, right? And so they have those little granule type of things begin to develop into the healthy, or healthy is such a word, to before it wasn't that bad, but now it's really, we see what I call COVID blood. Of what that cause is really very high level of stress in human body. Because you think about the blood has to go through, it's when people have inflammation, their blood is thicker. When people have high cholesterol, their blood is thicker. But now people without these imbalances and their blood get thicker, that lead to very high level of inflammation, and then also high level of stagnation. So think about this blood, try to go through your kidneys, because kidneys, there's many functions, right? We say 命门. I'll tell you a story later about 命门之火, the 命门 fire. That's in our right kidney. But think about kidneys also are the finest filter system. That blood, the gooey type of blood, has to go through that. That causes a lot of stress to our body. That will lead to high level of anxiety, depression, heart problems, chronic pain, and we begin to see some cases of kidney failures when people have kidney problems to begin with. So today, part of this teaching is to then, what is it we can do, right, to really help to strengthen the kidneys? There are a variety of things we can do, but today I'm going to teach you a trick, right? Because we have those tricks, we can show people that they can do it any time of the day. They can do it anywhere. They can do it at work, they can do it at home, and they just need to do it. So what is it? Now, your ears. So I'm going to teach you an ear exercise that will help to strengthen and to cleanse your kidneys, to strengthen the power of your kidneys. So in traditional Chinese medicine, we say your ears, they are like an upside down fetus. So your ears is like an upside down fetus. I will show you, I think later on, and maybe Sarah can find a photo, we can show you what we mean. So you may say, oh, okay, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does the fetus have? We don't. Stem cells. So what we are basically saying is this is the reservoir of your stem cells, because the triple burner line, meridian line, go through your ears, and your gut line go through this, right? And your kidney lines go through that. All these three are pointing to stem cell treatment. So when you come to office and we are doing traditional Chinese medicine stem cell treatment for you, that is much stronger, but every day you can do a little bit to strengthen that, because that is the critical part of your immune system. So how do we do that? And you can use any kind of massage oil, or you can ask the little herbal paste we have from our clinic. And what you will need to do is to gently massage the whole ears, you see, from up, down. And when you massage your ears, I want you to chant these numbers in silence. What number you will chant? You will chant 55, 56, 55, 56, 55, 56. Later on, we will explain this significance of these numbers. In silence. And then you will massage inside of your ears, chanting the same number. Oh, okay. And now you will massage this part of the ears. Especially when people have anxiety, depression, and they want to lose weight or lose body fluid, right? That unwanted stagnant fluid. This is the line. So you see now you have step one, right? You have step two. And when you do step two, you have to do this line before this line. And when people have ringing of the ears, when people have, well, anxiety, and this is a line to massage, okay? And then when they have, fatigue, and also you cannot keep yourself awake. And the third one is this line behind your ears. So, and then you will put your hands in this line. This is this is the line to connect your brain and your body, is this line. Also, if you have sinuses drainage, try this line right here, right here. So what you do is you put your hands like this. You cover your ears, okay? And then you cover your ears and then you pat this line. And then when you cover your ears, you pat this line and you can hear, we call the heavenly drum that inside our ears. What you are doing, you are reactivating the connection between your brain and your spine. A lot of people after COVID, they develop a lot of central nerve disorders. So this is a must do to help with that. So the last one we do with the ears is you poke on the top of the ears, right? On the top of it, use your hands, and then you really open your mouth and you stick your tongues out. Then you are strengthening your liver system, your kidney system, and your brain. And when people have dizziness, blood pressure balancing, and cholesterol balancing, you all do this part. So this is a kind of quick way, in a way, to really strengthen your kidney system, your spine system, right? It's a part of to help your kidney have stronger power. When the blood goes through, that will be smoother. So this is something that people, I think that if you can teach whoever you meet, right, to learn this, and they all will thank you later, because kidney health, okay, after COVID, you see, the past 3.5 years, we deal with a lot of inflammation. We've done well with it. What are we going to do? What are we moving to the next one to prevent what's coming our way, the next one? Stagnation. And it's already here, because the stagnation, a lot of people have that, unfortunately have that in common. It's the stagnation is already there, but the stagnation have created dampness. The dampness plus heat together made COVID blood. The COVID blood will influence your kidneys. If your kidneys is going to be influenced, that will influence your spine. That will further disable the signals from your brain and your body. A lot of people will further suffer central nerve disorders. And not to say kidney problems. If you have kidney problems, you will inevitably have heart problems. That's why a lot of COVID blood have heart palpitations and feel shortness of breath and have anxiety, because if the kidneys no longer send the energy up to protect the heart, then the heart is stressed. If the heart is stressed, then the heart system is no longer able to host your mind. Therefore, we will see more and more people lose their mind. I'm actually surprised that people are still hanging there. So I would expect to see more people lose their mind. So what do, right? You do your breathing exercise to get the breathing correctly. You strengthen your spine, right? And you do your energy movements to get your body move correctly. But that's not enough. You have to send additional energy to your kidneys. So what is the quick way to do that, right? Because I often says, there's no quick way, there's shortcuts. You shouldn't be learning those, but I'm teaching you. The reason is that I think it's urgent, right? So, but you continue to build up your foundation. And yet I will begin to teach you this set of what we in traditional Chinese medicine, in Taoism, in Buddhism, in all these healing capacities, we call that under extreme circumstances, what people should do to protect themselves. This is one of those. So I'm going to teach more of this to give you more tools, because my assumption is that we all have foundations now during these several years. You have all built a pretty solid foundation with me. And meanwhile, as you can see in our clinic, we're also switching. We're not just treating your localized imbalances, but we're also always strengthening the foundation, right? I like to say, you do your part, but we do our part to get this part done. So this part is that, how do we reduce dampness, and how do we create proper heat and reduce the heat in dampness? Therefore, we can reduce phlegm, because that is what going to hit us next. It will take us a while to protect people away from, but you gotta do your part. You gotta do your part. So again, this year treatment is one of those. Emergency is such a word, but one of those under some extreme circumstances we want people to do, right? Because this is one of the secrets, right? We all have our secrets. This is one of those secrets. Who will know we are given a reservoir of stem cells, not only our spine, not only next to our spine, but here, right? So I want to leave some room for people to ask questions, right? I want to reinforce, make sure you do your energy movements, make sure that you have a meridian line padding tool to do your meridian line padding, make sure that you take your wellness, because this is one of the best formula to reduce stagnation. If you reduce your stagnation, you will in a way reduce your dampness. So let's ask questions and see what do you want to learn. And because like I said, there are many things we can show people, we can teach people, but this chapter or this year, I want to show you some tricks.
Thank you, Dr. Liu. We do have some questions just about sort of the logistics for the ear massage. There are some questions about the direction of the massage, whether to coordinate breath work with it, the amount of times we should do the massage. So if you can discuss some of that, that would be helpful.
So we go by what? What is the number? We go by 5, right? So if you start doing 5 steps, 5 times of each step, that will be good. That will be correct way to start.
And then in terms of the direction, is it top to bottom?
Always from top to bottom, inside first, and then behind the ears, right? And then your heavenly trunk, and then the last one. Do this in this order. Because why? Because your energy and your blood flow from top to bottom. Right? Otherwise you have problems. Otherwise we say 倒流. If you have the energy flow in the wrong direction or in incorrect direction, then we call that 邪. That means you have imbalances. So it always from top to bottom.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lu. There is a question about coordinating breath work with that. So as you're pulling the ear and sticking the tongue out and sort of really expanding the eyes, there's a question about whether or not there should be.
You should hold your breath, and then release that. After you close your eyes, you open, you hold, you release, you open, you release.
Thank you so much. Dr. Lu, you had discussed the numbers 55 and 56. Do we continue to recite those numbers throughout, or is there a specific combination for that as well? And what do the numbers refer
So
to?
the kidney, the stem cell numbers are these numbers. So the 5 steps, you just in and out, just chanting in silence of these numbers. Because I don't normally tell people what it means, right? Because then you begin to think the meaning of it, then that's defeat the purpose of it. But throughout.
That's excellent.
Why it's important, why this 2 meanings. And the other thing is that, this year we post a post of thank you all very much for your birthday wish, notes and wish me a happy birthday, and I'm very grateful. And but why we post this year? Because this year, right, I want to use these 2 numbers to teach some mindfulness, right? I am in human years, according to Eastern's counting, I am 56. According to Western counting, I'm 55. So in men, it goes by 8, right? So you time 8 and then 16 and then 1. So 7 times 8, 56 is important number, because we say, oh, before that number, and we haven't reached our level, we should be able to teach and speak, because you don't have enough wisdom. And after that, you can start teaching a little more and speak a little more, because supposedly you have earned enough wisdom. So 55 is a number we say you are halfway through. Because the number 55 is significant, right? It's a double reincarnation. That means you are halfway through this mortal life. And everything you gain, right, you have to work hard to gain more if you want to, because you are done with the first half. Now you are entering the second half. You also have enough wisdom to share your life experience, to speak, to teach. So that's why we share this this birthday with you all, just to thought, oh yeah, that's kind of fun to teach this. Oh, and then who can guess what kind of birthday present I got from my girls? That is another, well, they know me very well. But anyways, let's continue on.
There's no guesses coming through for the birthday present, but we'll give it, well, maybe I'll give it a couple of more minutes. Someone's asking about food. Wow, Dr. Lu, they really know you well. That's an excellent, that's another really good idea.
So we talk about what food were to what
No, I'm so sorry. Someone had guessed whether we had gifted you food for your birthday present. Sorry about the mix-up.
Not from the girls.
Dr. Lu, I'm wondering if there is a seasonal reason that you are doing the kidneys at this moment? Are the kidneys something we should be thinking about always?
The kidneys, the winter was the season for kidney system, right? The spring actually is a season for liver system and for gut system. That is another topic that to reduce dampness, we have to focus on the gut health. That is going to be our next teaching. But I want to pull the kidney teaching ahead just because we've seen so many severe new patients, right, have severe COVID blood syndrome. And we see our patients, they don't have severe, but some of you have kidney deficiencies and have blood deficiencies, have diabetes, and have other challenges that already already stressed your kidney system. And now with this, it's just, I just feel that we need to pull this up a little bit to really emphasize and make sure people understand what I'm trying to say is that you gotta add this part in, because if you start doing that, then your kidney system and your kidneys won't be so stressed. Then that will in turn help with the liver, help with the blood health. Otherwise, you don't want to stress your kidneys so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Liu. Really, I guess the kidney just being the foundation, it's that important, especially now.
So the kidney, yes, the kidney is the reason is really a part of the reason is because we don't have we have auto filter systems. The kidneys are our main filters. Can't be stressed like that. So if you make it work more smoothly, right, when the blood going through, and that will take us time to treat the COVID blood, right, to take your body time to treat that. But what now is to use a little bit of your saving account a little bit, because this is well used, right? It's this, oh yeah, I am putting my saving account a little bit out to really help to go through this. So when you begin to produce healthy blood, then we can go back to the gut health and doing that. Because lately we've just seen a lot of severe cases that to a point, I think it should be a concern for many. And for many doctors as well, it should be.
And it's really no longer, Dr. Liu, something that's only impacting the older population.
No, it's really not. It's not. It's so not true. It's so not true. It's so not true. It's really, it's different age group all get hit. And younger people, I would say, because of their health in general is not that balanced, so they actually get hit quite severely. So.
Thank you, Dr. Liu. We are all anxiously awaiting the arrival of your next formula. When is that coming?
So the next formula we have done, so I actually have two formulas because I changed my order a little bit. So I am doing one is reduce dampness and the other one is quickly reduce phlegm. So the two formulas will all come out later this year. I feel good about having them ready, because my people, we live in the world. If you still feel we're doing great as a society, if you still feel we're doing great as a species, I don't know what to say. We are not. We really need to keep our eyes open to really kind of have the movements get all kinds of troubles away from us. So this is just what it is. That's why I strongly advise you to do this type of exercise. Is more than that. It's just to learn to put more tools in your toolbox that will strengthen and balance your health. And it's very much needed. Go teach your kids, go teach your friends, go teach everybody. Because how to strengthen your health through waken your body, make adjustment to your body, your breathing, and your heart. That is the time is here. So, and meanwhile, when we do that, make sure we do it with fun. Make sure we do it with joy. Make sure we, make sure we do it. We still can find the best way we can to enjoy our lives. But really putting this into a part of your daily life. Enjoy nature, knowing we are a part of nature. We must adapt into the way of nature, not the other way around. Because we are so used to have everything adapt into our way. I don't think that's going to be sustainable. I think that we must adapt into the way of nature, must keep ourselves balanced. And what we are here is to show you the ways from generation to generations, thousands of years, what people have perfect certain things. And I'm here to show you, look, those people survived and they really did well. What are those? So these are the ways I am sharing that with you. I hope it will be helpful to you all.
Dr. Liu, thank you so much for your care and for your guidance. Thank you.
And now I can finally teach a little.
Thank you for teaching all of us and caring enough.
Thank you, Dr. Liu. Thank you, Sarah.
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 Thank you, Dr. Liu and Sarah. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Dr. Liu and Sarah.
Thank you, Dr. Liu.
Thank you, Dr. Liu. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Dr. Liu. Thank you, Sarah.